Welcome to Creativity Conversations. Today we're exploring scent, how memory, magic, and creativity all come alive through aroma. I'm joined by Joey from the Veiled Cottage Witch for a sensory-rich journey, because sometimes the way forward is through the nose. Joey, thank you for being here. It's wonderful to have you back with me on a show.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I love talking about herbs and scents and oils and blends. And thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. This is Creativity Conversations. I am glad you are here. This is available as a podcast after the show. You can listen to that currently on YouTube, on the tubes. I'm working on having an RSS feed reader and all that good stuff. Stay tuned. I have put links to all of Joey's information in the description below. Please go over there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I have that right. On the back here's reality. On the back, I spelled witch wrong. So you were the veiled witch, which is actually right. Veiled with?
Witch.
Anyhow, no, it's Veiled Witch.
Yes.
So her store is linked below, as is her channel. What's great is you have a lot of you're doing some short videos with some readings on them on your channel.
Yes, I'm doing daily messages every day, except for Saturday, because that's usually market day, and I'm just out way too early before the sun to get to market to set up. So, yeah,
that's wonderful. Yeah. For those of you who may not realize this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. There we go. We have a couple of people here. Lulu has joined us, Hypnicity and Raven Tarot Meditation, Timmy, who survived the Raven Casual yesterday. So thank you everybody for being here. I have done 2 shows previously about the sense of smell or scent. The first one was a laugh and learn with medium Betsy Palmer and Richie from Longman Tarot. That was a laugh and learn the sense of smell. We also did a show which was the Tarot the Stash Way. Richie and I did tarot in the sense of smell, how you can use smell to enhance your tarot readings. It was very good. Hi, Joanne. It's good to see you. I want to share a few things from the laugh and learn about the sense of smell. They directly impact what we're talking about. This gives people an opportunity to give the video a thumbs up and to go over to Joey's channel and subscribe. Linda De Gonzalez is here. Speaking of brave women, I'm on screen with one. Linda De Gonzalez is hosting me for Wings of Enlightenment this afternoon. Crazy.
Oh, fun.
Yes. So here's some science. Smell is the fastest route to memory in the brain, decoded in as little as 110 milliseconds. Scent bypasses logical processing and goes straight to the limbic system, triggering memory through the hippocampus and the emotion, the amygdala. By the way, Joey is getting her degree in metaphysical studies. You're getting your doctorate, is that correct?
Yes, in metaphysical science. Yep.
You also are an aroma expert. I mean, what's the word that I'm trying to find?
Magical aromatherapy.
This is why I have asked Joey on. Pleasant smells can boost kindness and task performance. Unpleasant ones can increase accuracy and focus, but lower patience.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a very interesting thing. And so I want to pause there. Anything you want to add about the science of scent?
Oh, well, the science. Well, let's talk about bioelectrical energy.
Ooh, let's do that.
So, when we smell like an essential oil, when we open up an essential oil and we smell it, it has a vibration as well as we do. Because if you're an animist like me, plants have an energy just like we. And when you smell it, either your bioelectrical energy and the plant's bioelectrical energy either it's kind of like a heck no or a heck yes, right? Either it has a vibration that correlates with you or it doesn't.
Yes.
Like, so either that bioelectrical energy vibrates with you in harmony or it's in disharmony.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, if you don't like the smell of patchouli, it won't vibrate with your bioelectrical energy.
Correct.
So, but if you smell lavender, it's like, oh, that's it. So, like, my aromatherapist will give me a scent that she's going to put in my massage oil. And she goes, okay, this or this. And she'll give me that. And I'm like, oh, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll give me that. I'm like, oh, that's it. That's it.
Yes.
And so that's bioelectrical energy. And I find that so fascinating, because when I work with my oils, that's what I go by when I create my oil. Whether it works with the bioelectrical energy of all my other oils,
Mm-hmm.
because some oils or some scents don't go together very well. And that's the same as making incense as well.
Correct.
Or teas.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has to be in harmony, and that's the bioelectrical energy. So I think that's super cool.
I do too. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sunny has shared, they say if you sell your home, bake cookies before showing. I've heard that. Cookies or bread. It activates the sense
Yes.
of homeliness.
Yes.
Barbara has joined us. Good to see you. Thank you. I think what's interesting is scent. Let's talk about how scent feels both magical and artistic expression.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is an important thing because, first of all, it does.
Well, back in ancient Egyptian times, they would burn frankincense in temples because it smelled so good. They did it in sacrifice for their gods.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that alone tells you how sacred smell is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let alone the fact that it changes consciousness. So when we can walk into a room and it's just a living room, right? But when we burn incense or we put an oil in an oil warmer or a wax warmer, and that smell, or light a candle, a scented candle, we can change the consciousness. Yes. Like immediately. Mm-hmm. Because then once that consciousness has changed, then it begins to be a temple in which we can put our intention, whether that's relaxation, prosperity, trance, any kind of magical purpose, creativity. We can open our mind. We can focus on healing, on prosperity, on
Yes.
focus, on flow. It creates an atmosphere. And I just love that about scent. I think that it's so very powerful.
It
So
it
very
is
powerful.
it is very powerful because we have such immediate and primal connections to it. I think.
Well,
Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead. I
Go ahead.
learned in psychology, and this is kind of gross. I learned in psychology that our olfactory, glands,
Hmm.
we're actually, when we smell, we're actually taking particles of that smell, whether good or bad,
Yes.
and taking it into our bodies.
Hmm.
And I'm like, part of that was like, oh, cool. But then part of that was like, ew, you
Yes.
know,
Oh,
but
yes.
we're actually taking part of it inside our bodies.
Hmm. Yes. I
So
and
that's crazy.
Well, it's crazy. It makes perfect sense, however,
Uh-huh.
which is an important aspect when we are creating uh, an environment that focuses on the magical and artistic aspects of our lives, whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. I know for me, I have specific things that help me feel that connection.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading a book about the creation of, not sponsored for entertainment purposes only, Febreze. If you're familiar with Febreze,
Yes.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
um, one of the things that the researchers were doing is they were observing people cleaning their homes, trying to get this sense of what would encourage people to use this. What it was is one person, they cleaned the room and they looked around and they went, ah. It was the sense of satisfaction.
Yes.
So that scent, it may not make sense to us, it does to our bodies. um,
Yes. Yes.
Hypnicity said, yeah, my grandpa was a master carpenter, designed and built the Hort Hotel in Jackson Hole and the Stagecoach Inn in West Yellowstone. I didn't live near him, but there's something about the smell of sawdust.
Yes.
Kim burns
Absolutely.
Kim burns vanilla incense. Um, yeah,
Mm.
we're a filter of sorts. Uh, of course,
Mm-hmm.
Timmy is, poop particles up the nose.
Yep. I mean, it's gross. That's what the gross part is. I wasn't going to say it, but thanks, Timmy. Yep.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think what's really beautiful about this, it gives us an opportunity for those of you who are living intentionally and magically. Scent is something you can add to everything that you do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't get me started on ritual work, in the sense of, if you want to elevate a spell,
For real.
add some magic to it. Yeah. Uh, Timmy says, no problem, Joey.
Thanks.
This is Joey's channel. Thank you, Maru, for posting that. Everyone,
Thank you.
please make sure you are subscribed. Please, please, please. Now, let's talk about, I had mentioned this, the role of aroma in personal ritual and ancestral memory.
Oh boy. Well, I want to talk about my grandpa, if I can.
Okay.
Um, my grandpa Franklin was the first ancestor I worked with.
Mhm.
And he died exactly 2 days before my first son was born.
Hmm.
And I talked to him on the phone. And he apologized to me for not being there
Aw.
to see his great grandson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make it through. It's going to be a little shaky, but I'm going to make it through. And my son's 30 now, so it's a long time ago. But once I started working with my beloved dead, I knew I wanted to have a pendulum to communicate with him. And he was a woodworker. So, of course, I chose a wooden pendulum to
Very
communicate with him. And it opens so you can add essential oils to it. And I put frankincense in here because I love frankincense, right? And funny thing is, I opened it back up a couple of days later and it smelled like black pepper. And I was like, what in the world? And then I had a flash of my eating a dinner with my grandpa, and he has a baked potato in front of him and just covered with black pepper. Covered with it.
Oh.
And I remember how much he liked black pepper, but I still wasn't convinced. So I tried a different essential oil and I put myrrh in it. I'm like, because I know the sanctity of myrrh. And I worked with it again and it just didn't do very much. So I opened it again and it smelled black pepper again.
Hmm.
What? And I was like, okay, Grandpa, you win. So I bought black pepper essential oil and I put it in there. Essentially, he changed it to
Yes.
black pepper.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that is the beauty of it's a personal connection and the
Uh-huh.
ancestral connection. Anytime people are working with a scent, pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to how it makes you feel. What is your response to it?
Right.
Yes, yes. Alchemy in
Now
act.
that I use black pepper essential oil in it, it works great.
Mhm.
He's like, thank you, finally.
It is one of those things we oftentimes have those uh, um, those vivid memories and recall. You had that with your grandpa eating a baked potato covered with black pepper. That could be a teacher's perfume. It could be the smell of paper or a brand new tarot deck when you smell it.
Oh,
It could
yeah.
be paint.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the smell of crayons, something like that. Because what
Mm-hmm.
happens is those are an opportunity of us going, huh, I need
Yeah.
to pay attention to this. This is an opportunity for me.
And now that I work with a lot of my beloved dead, I work with my cousin who took her own life in 2019. And I work with my aunt, her mother. I just ask, and she says, lilac. And, it's just getting that intuition and just being open to listening to
Yes.
your ancestors, to your beloved dead, to your deities,
Oh,
and just
yes.
being
Yes.
open. Just being open. All of the deities that I work with, and I work with quite a lot. I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 deities and 1 dragon. 6 deities and 1 dragon. And they each have their own blends.
Hmm. Yes. I
And
I love that.
yeah, yeah.
Love that. This
Because I do have tables of correspondences, but I don't look at this big book.
Oh, I have that one. Yes.
Yeah, but they have a big long list. And I've got everything, but I use my intuition and I listen
Yes.
to who I'm connected to while I'm working and making that blend, whether it's a herbal blend or an oil blend, I'm listening. And
Mhm.
as I'm going through the list, I'm like, not that, not that, not that, that. And so you got to be able to be in tune with that deity while you're making your blend. And I think that's an important part of it, a huge part of it. Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
Not quite.
I would love for people in the chat to share with us what some of their key memory
Yes.
scents that activate memories are for them.
Mm-hmm.
I found a quote. Smell is a potent wizard that transports us across 1,000 miles and all the years we have lived. Helen Keller said that. Pretty powerful.
I love her story.
Hmm.
Amazing woman.
Yes. What was also an interesting thing I was talking about with Richie and Betsy is the idea of how we oftentimes use scents as a ritual anchor.
Absolutely.
If you use this, if you burn this, if you burn incense, if you're able to, if you burn incense, the same incense each time you are doing a meditation, pulling cards, doing some sort of a journey, what that does is it puts you into that ritual space faster,
Yes.
faster than thought.
Yes.
It's an amazing thing.
Absolutely. I
Yes.
have an incense blend called Success that I burn every time I do spell work. Doesn't matter what kind of spell work, because it's like my insurance.
Oh, yes. That's
It's
great.
success for that spell
I like
that
that.
it's going to work.
Yes. Kim said, I have vivid memories of recall as well. When I smell a newspaper or quarters or burnt toast, reminds me of my dad.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
burnt toast is such a sharp, clear smell.
it
There's
is.
nothing like it. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Mona Lee is here. Hello.
Hi, Mona.
Here you go. Gasoline, two-stroke
Yep.
oil, and fresh cut grass.
Yes.
Smells in the shed when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
The
I
pine
can
of
smell that right now.
yes, the
Yep.
pine of a Christmas tree.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. If you have something clear salience, which is clear smelling, it's one of the clear senses.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things that when you're looking at a card or you're connecting in, trying to do some sort of a reading, and you smell something, pay attention to it.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
huge. It's huge.
Yeah. For
Uh,
sure. For sure.
and Kay said, "I love the smell of fresh cut grass. Brings back happy childhood memories." Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh yeah. I think that's so good. I'm a big fan of oil paint. Went to art college. Oil paint
Yes.
really, really gets me. I think it's
Oh,
great.
absolutely.
Yes. Timmy brings up Christmas is good for memory smells. We all had
Mm-hmm.
we had a cedar candle that was memorable. Mhm.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I like that. So we've been talking a lot about oils and some scents. Let's talk about some suggested oils and purposes for creativity application. Now,
Awesome.
I'm going to
Yes.
talk about this. One of the things that has happened, Joey does custom oils on the Veiled Cottage Witch. I'm mixing
Mm-hmm.
this up because I contacted Joey specifically going, Can you do a custom oil for me related to creativity? I was feeling a little blocked. I wanted something constructed that would help me. I think I listed 3 or 4 things that
Mhm.
were going on for me for creativity. That being said, creativity and where you are in it, sometimes it's maybe you need the motivation to follow through. Maybe you need the openness to feeling the connection. Maybe
Yep.
you need the kick in the butt. So, um, so I had reached out to Joey and I'm looking, is there something that you could do? By the way, I'm going to flex for a second. I'm the only person who has this. Don't ask. So what was created is Divine Creativity Sacred Oil Blend.
Yep.
Uh, this oil I have used on myself. I actually have a candle specific for my studio. It's an orange candle, which for me is a good one for creativity.
Absolutely.
I put a couple of drops. I put 3 drops in. I'm always doing things in threes. I burn it. When I blow the candle out or when I extinguish the candle, I also put in another couple of drops so it melts into the wax.
Nice.
So
Nice.
there you go. There you go.
Beautiful.
Um,
Wonderful use.
yes.
Wonderful use.
So, okay, getting caught up. Mona said, I love the smell of a warm peach picked from my
Oh,
trees.
oh,
Tomatoes are
goodness.
good like that as well.
Mm.
Kay said, I love, love, love the smell of all paints too, Gerald. I think in my case, it was a past life connection as I was a painter in a past life. That's amazing. Oh, mimeograph paper.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Are you familiar with mimeographs?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. It was all handed out. Ditto paper. Yes.
Hmm.
Forgot about that one. I understand the mimeograph aroma. The ditto, but yeah, ditto room. And it was the way they reproduced things before photocopiers.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Sleepy baby in my arms, nursing them to sleep. Amazing smell.
Oh,
Mhm.
there is nothing like a baby smell. Like I got to see my granddaughter, my second granddaughter, like right after she was born. And the
Oh,
smell is just like, it smells like innocence. I don't know how else to
yeah,
explain.
yeah. I
Oh,
love that. And
yeah.
Kim likes the newborn baby smells. Maru said, baking breads and treats are my favorite smells.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Christmas
Oh,
time, fudge. The smell of fudge. I make a really good cherry almond fudge. Oh my God, it's so good. It smells so good and through the
I love
house.
it. Oh, yeah, I make
Mhm.
a really good cherry almond fudge. Ha ha ha. I don't have any, and you can't, anyhow. Um, s- so let's talk about, I mean, you really enjoy custom oils. Uh,
Mhm,
and so I want you to talk about your custom oils. I
mhm.
then want to talk about some suggested oils and their purposes that might be able to be blended. So tell us about your process of custom oil, and the link is in the description. Purchase responsibly, know your limits. We're here to share, not to sell. I'm not, I don't get any benefit from this. So just tell us. Let's all share the excitement because this is really creativity in action. When somebody asks you for for a custom oil,
So let's just say I'll go back to one that I made a couple years ago. Someone asked me that they wanted prosperity, but they also wanted protection. They wanted to protect that prosperity.
nice.
So, and I kind of wanted a twofer. And I said, got you. So what I did was I thought about what herbs and oils were good for prosperity, but also kind of did a double for protection. And there are tons of herbs that do both.
Yes.
Mint does both.
Oh,
Cinnamon does both.
hmm
Clove, basil, all of those herbs. A lot of your protection herbs are also prosperity herbs if you kind of correlate them. So I got my correspondence book back, my big heavy book, and I kind of cross-referenced, but I also used my intuition. Like I said, either it's heck yes or heck no. And I wanted to make sure, you have to make sure that those bioelectric energies work well together.
hmm
Um, there are certain flowers that don't necessarily go good with spices. Like there's like jasmine doesn't really go with allspice. You know what I mean? You've got conflicting stuff. So you got to just kind of experiment, and you have to like listen to your own body chemistry while you're making them. It's just really important that you do that. And then you just kind of, I like to use, this is another secret I'm letting out. I like to use numerology.
Ah.
So when, so I will protect my prosperity, and I will count the letters, and whatever it comes up to, let's just say it comes up to 37. Then I will count 7 and 3, and that's 10. So I know I need 10 ingredients.
hmm
So no more than 10
hmm
ingredients. And, I try not to use that many. So like I try to make it be less is more, so to
Yes,
speak.
because they and scents and oils, they have different rhythms about when you smell them. Some
You
are
don't want
early,
to
some are late.
overlap anything.
Yes.
It's also important that if you're using an essential oil that is really strong, like cinnamon bark, 2 to 3 drops is all you need.
Yes.
But if you are working with something that is light, like jasmine, you only just want you want quite a few drops.
hmm
So it really just, you really have to smell your scents.
Yes.
And a lot of it is being a mad scientist and holding up your jar that you're mixing it in and adding a few drops and smelling it. Nope, that's not enough. And putting some more and smelling it.
hmm
Nope, that's not enough. I mean, it's just, you really have to, it's a process. It is. And you want to be, you want it to be balanced and not too much of one thing, to where if you had too much cinnamon bark oil, all of your other oils are going to be non-existent.
Yes.
So like,
It's just like
yeah,
nope. Start over. Start
yeah,
over. Use that for
yeah,
something else. Yes.
yeah. So
I
it's really important that you smell before you add. For real. Um,
also, let's bring up a good safety point. Essential oils should never be used by themselves. You can
no, I
get
always use
burned.
a carrier oil of grape seed.
Yes.
So I mix my oils first, and then I add the grape seed, and then I shake it up, and then I smell it again and see if I need to add any more oils. I'm like, I don't smell any jasmine. And then I add more. So sometimes it's trial and error. And sometimes when I'm making my 3x5 cards, this is your recipe. I only show it for a second so nobody sees it. um, um, I got a pretty good balance for yours.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, sometimes I'm like, I can't smell anything but basil. And
Yes,
now I have to like restart. You just have to learn your oils. It really takes a lot to just learn your oils and learn your herbs as well.
it
If
is.
you're going to do, there's oil blends and then there's infused oils. And infused oils, um, those those are more difficult.
Yes. Uh, Hypnicity had shared the things that you were describing for protect my success, uh,
Protect my prosperity.
protect my prosperity. Hypnicity said those sound like the things I blow into my door every month.
There you go. Boom. You're
Cinnamon
welcome.
is cinnamon is a great one. Is a great one.
Yeah.
It adds heat, which adds a little bit of
Mhm.
oomph and
Yep.
speed.
Yep.
Uh, Linda
Yep.
said, my late husband wore jasmine essential oil as his scent. And,
Nice. I love
that's,
jasmine. I love jasmine.
that's like tea oil. It stinks. Is it tea tree oil, is what you're
Tea
thinking?
tree oil.
Yes.
Hmm.
Linda's favorite smell is either baking bread or garden dirt after a rain.
Oh, that's a good one. I love the smell after it rains in the garden. It smells amazing. Yes. Good one. Good one.
This is one of those things. If you are a journaler, write
Yes.
the smells down that capture your attention. Notice
Hmm.
how I said, note the smells that capture your attention, not the smells you like or the smells that make you happy. The
Hmm.
smells, the scents that make you go, what in the what is that? That is gross, or I can't stand that. Note
Hmm.
it's an important thing to
Yeah.
inform your sense of smell and scent.
Yes. Can I do a book recommendation?
Absolutely.
Y'all, get this book.
Mm. Magical Aromatherapy by Scott
Yes.
Cunningham.
It is such a nice little handbook. It has tables in the back and the beginning it tells you how to work with everything. This is just such a great handbook
Mhm.
to work with. And it is just really, really easy to learn. I don't agree with everything in here, but for the most part, this is like my go-to.
Yes.
It's nice. Good.
It is one of those things that while you're using it, you do not have to agree. Consider it a
For
guideline
sure.
and make notes when it's different.
I'm a nonconformist, so
No, really? When did that start, Joey? Um, you notice my timing on that. She was drinking. Roses, marigolds, lilacs, and lily of the valley are my favorite floral scents. It's
hmm.
very nice. Very nice.
I've got some lilacs for you right here.
Ooh, I like that. I
Oh,
remember there was a book when I was started working at the library 30 plus years ago. There was a book that talked about colognes and perfumes and the ingredients of them. They didn't give you the formulas, they gave you the layout of the scent. Very,
hmm.
very fascinating. Very fascinating.
Hmm.
How about we talk about some suggested oils for and purposes for creativity application? And
Absolutely.
oh, by the way, I have mine. I'm going to share mine includes some moonstone chips.
Hmm.
It does have some fruity smells, which are
Yeah.
oil. It is very, very subtle. One of the nice things about this, I didn't want it to go, I didn't want it to be a punch in the face. Go, be creative, boom. No, I wanted this to go, here you go. Yes, come on, come on. There you go. There you go. It's like, and it works. It works very well.
I'm so glad. Yay.
Yes. So,
So,
and again, when people are, I'm going to pause for a moment.
mhm,
What's an important thing, if you have time to create a depth of understanding what it is you desire from your magic or your scent or your spell, that's wonderful. Sometimes you don't have the opportunity to have time. Sometimes you need to know, you got to go with the basics. You got to go. It's it's like the go bag, so to speak. Other
mhm,
times, if you can sit with it, it's like asking the right question when you get a reading, taking the time
mhm.
to really formulate and to understand what you need makes it's got to be easier for you, Joey, I would imagine. When somebody goes, here's what I want. Yeah. Well, and I also go to what Timmy, Linda, Maru, and I are discussing, the duality pairs.
Yeah,
Where do I need support? Where do I need an adjustment?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay, I will let's let you talk about oils and purposes for creativity application, whilst people who are watching are
Uh-huh.
giving us their thoughts as well.
All right. Well, I knew that I needed something that opened the mind,
Mm-hmm.
right? I wanted left brain, right brain working in coherence.
Nice.
So that's what made me think about grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
So I chose grapefruit for that.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wanted intuition that was focused. So that is
Ooh.
what made me choose the lotus and the lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Lemon is focus, lotus was intuition, but I also wanted the flow of water, which is also the lotus.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance I can put lotus in something, I will because it's beautiful.
Excellent.
Um, but I knew I wanted the energy of fire to fuel that passion, to keep things going. I want a little steam. So that's where the rosemary came in.
Love that.
So that is kind of the amalgamation that I wanted. So that's where I went.
Mhm.
So that's kind
I
of,
love that.
you know, what you requested. And the moonstone, I wanted that was the divinity
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to add to,
Beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
uh, I'm going to say y'all are jealous, and you should be. So get. Sorry, Joey. If if
It's
uh
okay.
if Bobby were here, he would be going, "Don't be doing that to my friend." Um,
So the uses of it, I want to make sure that you guys, anytime you order an oil from me, before you put it on your skin, just put on a little bit on the inside of your wrist to make sure that you don't have a reaction. That's
yes.
so important. Please do that. Um, before you put it on your skin or in your bath, just make sure that.
Yes.
Um, you can do what Gerald does with his candle. You can also take a screwdriver and poke in and then load it with oil so that
Mm-hmm.
it burns down. That's what I do. So it burns down with the oil.
Yes.
Um,
I would
you can,
also be careful if you're using a candle, make sure it is an unscented candle first.
yes, because you don't want to blend those scents. Absolutely unscented. Like I said, you can put it in your bath as long as you do a skin test
Mhm.
first. I will tell you right now, if it has cinnamon in it, everybody's a little bit allergic to cinnamon, so just be careful. You can put it on a spell candle, like a little chime candle. You can anoint it with that oil and burn it down. You can put it on petitions.
Yes.
You can put it on sachets, oil warmers, wax warmers. You can anoint your chakra centers before meditation.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can even um, just take the oil and put it around a spell.
Yes.
If you do like a platter spell, you can just kind of drizzle it on if you'd like, so you don't even have to touch it.
It's one of those amazing things with oils and scents. It can activate it just it's like one of those coins in Mario Brothers, I guess, where you get uplifted. Yeah, it's the ding. It's oftentimes the hidden thing that is necessary. Creativity sometimes needs an extra boost. It needs an opportunity to go, hey, keep showing up, keep showing up. Nobody is that plugged in all of the time. If they are, they
Right.
may be doing some struggling. Uh, uh, we have, Nalani loves the aroma of grapefruit.
Yes.
And how do you measure your ingredients, Joey? Oh, okay. Creatively?
um Usually I count the drops.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I've done that too. When I made some uh, blends, tincture blends for friends, I
Mm-hmm.
was specifically I had all of the tinctures created. They were of course started
Hmm.
on a black moon or a dark moon because that's the way I roll.
Right.
Then and then I did divination, blind divination with Jeffrey to ask, I'm thinking of this person, what do they need?
Hmm.
Talk about creativity with that.
Right.
And so and we were measuring with drops.
Yeah. I measure with drops, and then I just fill it up with at the top with um my carrier oil. Now when I do an infusion, when I use the herbs, excuse me, I count the teaspoons or I count parts. So if like it's a pinch and a pinch, so 3 pinches of this, 3 pinches of that, for consistency,
Yes.
or teaspoons. Yeah. So I do measure, but it's not exact science.
Sure. Yes.
So
Um, you sound like Nolani's mom with cooking. A little bit of this and that. Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Some of the research that I found talks about peppermint is helpful because it can allow alertness and mental
Hmm.
clarity.
Hmm. Yeah.
Rosemary is good for recall and cognition performance.
For sure. For sure. I make a tincture out of that.
Do you?
Yes. Yes.
What is a tincture and how is it different than an oil?
A tincture is something you ingest.
Thank you.
So you would not ingest an oil.
No, not on
And it's
purpose.
made with fresh plant matter, where oil is made with dry plant
Mhm.
matter.
Lemon or sweet orange uplifts and spontaneity for ideation.
Hmm.
Citrus. What and also okay, here's something. If you're looking at creativity and scent, think about how you would pair herbs for food. We talked about this, the creativity with cooking. Nalani brought it up, is the idea of there's these blends that seem to work together.
Mhm.
Lemon, a little bit of lemon sort of makes everything go, oh, here we are. It activates things in
Yeah,
cooking.
I add a little bit of lemon to my zucchini bread.
Oh, okay.
So
Uh,
good.
the frankincense is reflective and calm. It could be very good for editing or
Ooh,
meditative work. Think about that, everybody. When you're writing, you need to be calm. And so editing, it could work very nicely for editing. For me,
I
I have,
need that for my editing my YouTube videos. So
oh,
thank you.
you're very welcome. Also, for me, I served mass for many years, Catholic mass. Frankincense puts me in a very magical place. It's very
Oh yeah.
protective. It's what I use when I still use it when I do ritual.
If I'm
Before I
not go ahead.
before I start every show, I like frankincense incense to help me have an energetic place that's appropriate.
I think it was the first incense ever. I mean, that's where we get it because it's Frank incense. I think that's where it comes from. Like, I think it
Love
was the
that.
first incense. I want to say it was. I
Okay.
have to do research. I think it was.
Clary sage can be helpful for intuitive and mood balancing support. There is a
Hmm.
warning with this: use thoughtfully. Clary
Oh,
sage, use thoughtfully.
all right.
So, I also think it's an important thing. Everybody needs to pay very close attention to your surroundings. Uh, um, Brief sessions when you start, if you've never done this. By the way, this is the safety portion of the show.
Yes.
Diffuse with ventilation, have brief sessions. Don't ingest these scents. You definitely need to ensure that you are diluting it for your skin. Carrier oils, test on, do the patch test. Sometimes it can irritate your skin. Sometimes it can trigger headaches. We don't want
Yes.
any of that. That's not going to help with the creativity at all.
No, at all.
Hi, Moon Fox Night. Good to see you. The other thing is you have to be careful with pets. Sometimes scents are not good
Mm-hmm.
for pets,
Hmm.
children, or pregnancy. If you have asthma,
Yeah.
don't be using a diffuser. Follow the recommendations of your licensed professional.
Yes. Yes.
Please. We also have, here you go. Diane Ackerman said, nothing is more memorable than a smell.
Absolutely.
She wrote the book, A
100%.
Natural History of the Senses. I read that book like soon after it came out, maybe 20 years ago. Fascinating book. The history, and it's like, woo, it's
What is
brilliant.
the name of that? I'm going to write it down.
Natural History of the Senses.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Maru has fact checked us. Frankincense was likely not the first incense, as the
Okay.
earliest evidence points to other resins and plant materials, like those from ancient China and Sudan, being used even earlier.
Okay.
However, frankincense is one of the oldest traded incense resins, with a
Okay.
history of use dating back over 5,000 years.
Ooh, that's a long time.
That is a long time. Well, what's going to happen is they're going to find my divine creativity oil They're going to see you made it back many, many years. Then they're going to be trying to recreate it because of its ultimate power. You think I'm kidding?
Obviously.
Um, so
You crack me up, Gerald.
no, it's true. It's true. Okay. You had shared a little bit of your process for creating your own sense for magical use.
Mhm.
Are there other things you could help and encourage people about creativity and using scent to assist with their direction they're going with their creativity? That's a really vague, rounded, backward thing. You got it? You don't know, or what? My suggestion: try a small thing a couple of times. If it works, keep doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So
Um, say you were burning some rosemary and you were on a roll with, like, say, writing your dissertation. And you were on a roll. And let's say the next time you sat down to your computer and you started it up again, and you like, I can't do it. Like, there's something missing. Burn that same incense that you were on a roll with.
oh, yes. Yes, that's very, very smart,
Yes,
because that's a connection between
the trigger.
it's the
Absolutely.
trigger. There's things that can have the olfactory nerves are really
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah. Like, it can become a trigger for that creativity and that flow. It puts you back in that zone. Like when athletes would get in that zone, you know, it's like they turn it on. So that's what you need, is a trigger to turn it on. And if you are burning that rosemary incense, that's what you need, is that trigger to turn it on. So that helps tremendously. It's just like wearing a certain ball cap, you know,
Yes.
or wearing a certain bracelet or a lucky t-shirt or whatever. It becomes a trigger for that. It's
Mhm.
a love charm.
It is an
Yeah.
activation of that.
Mm-hmm.
When
Absolutely.
Linda had shared that her husband wore jasmine, I believe what it was,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and every time you smell jasmine, you probably think of your late husband.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason smell is so important, because it strums and activates things that are words cannot express.
Right.
It doesn't have a language. I mean, it has a language of its own, which cannot be articulated.
It's an energy. It's that bioelectrical
Yep.
energy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you were
I
vibing with it. You were like, and you're
absolutely.
like, that worked. And so it will work again. Yeah. Rosemary's powerful, man. I highly suggest it. Um, that's why I put it in your formula, my dear, because rosemary's awesome.
Mhm.
I love rosemary. Yeah.
I love that. That might be something, if Bobby were watching, he might want to call that the minutia. Or Timmy would say that's the congruence of rosemary and creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Watched that show yesterday.
Yep.
I
Yep.
also think I encourage people, as they are, because now you're all paying attention, you're going, huh, I wonder what happens if. Notice the tools you are using for your creativity. whether
Yes.
it's paper, ink, maybe canvas, paint, water. Those things are an opportunity for you to connect with the tools. I
Hmm.
personally think the connection is a great activator for,
Hmm.
oh yeah, here I am. I'm in the flow now. I'm back in the flow.
Yep.
I,
Absolutely.
yes. Don't yeah, you don't have to be running around with smelling all of the perfume bottles, all that stuff. Notice the everyday things that have a certain smell.
Oh, I do want to add, when you are creating your own scents, it's very important to keep some coffee beans near you,
Thank you.
because after about 3 or 4 scents, you're going to need to cleanse your palate. So
Yes,
you want to smell some coffee beans. That will cleanse your palate. I have some up there that I have to smell every like 3 or 4 scents that I smell, essential oils, because you have to cleanse your palate, your olfactory palate.
I like that.
Trust me, because everything will start to smell the same. So you have to cleanse your palate. That's so important. I had to throw that in. That's important.
That's a beautiful. Coffee is also a scent.
Yep.
It activates things. Many of us have coffee early in the morning. Some of us have tea and we're drinking the same kind of tea. It
Mm-hmm.
activates us. It
Yep.
activates us. I would encourage people, if you are working on a project, I don't know what it is. You're writing your dissertation, Joey, perhaps. Gerald, you're working on the embroidery for the class that you have on Saturday, that you should be farther along on it than you are. We're not judging. Uh, think about a smell that might support you, a scent that could go, this is nice, this is pleasant,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or this is really motivating.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a great deal of fun.
Yes.
Think about the projects you're working on. What scent might support it? Are you writing about a memory that you had as a child? Then cook something or bake something from your childhood.
Yes. Absolutely. That'll put you in the zone right away.
Yes. Oh, yes. Pay attention. Smell is all around us. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, we're in the northern hemisphere. I'm in the northern hemisphere. We are in fall. All
Mm.
of the smells that happens in the fall, and so many different connections to those. Some of them are pleasant connections. Some of them are not.
I do not like the smell of burning leaves. I can't stand it.
Hmm.
I can't. But I love the smell of candy corn. And so I have a candle that is a candy corn. Oh, give those to me.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a
Yeah,
candle that smells like candy corn.
that's fun.
Um,
I like
trying
that.
not to I'm trying not to eat too much sweets.
Yes,
Um,
I have to pace myself. Um, I encourage you to pace yourself with scent. It can be overwhelming.
yeah.
Sometimes you want to be overwhelmed, other times you do not. Notice that, pay attention to that. Next week at this time, I am on with Diana. She and I are talking about black salt. This
Oh
is the
yeah.
second show I am having about black salt. Ms. Tarot D recently did a show on black salt.
Yes.
I have Ms. Tarot D's permission to talk about her show and some of the things that we said. Scent, um, scent is something you can add to your black salt.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriate scents. Notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Timmy likes candy corn pumpkins the best.
Yes, agree.
Those
Agree.
are better. Maru says yes. Walking through a birch aspen forest with a thick
Oh,
carpet of leaves on the ground, literally
yes,
intoxicating in fall.
yes, yes.
Again, Pepper Jackie has brought up the candy corn with roasted peanuts, which is an unexpected yet very pleasant
Mm-hmm.
combination. So, uh, I encourage everyone to be paying attention to all of their senses
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to their creativity. You never know what's connected for you and what's not.
Right.
When it comes to your creativity, is it flowing smoothly? What is it you can do to help keep it flowing? Does it
Mm-hmm.
need a kickstart? Does it need support?
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to those things. Um, what do you what else would you like to say before we head out
Well,
about?
I have two oil blends that are my most
Yes, please.
successful.
We were talking about those. Yes, yes.
These are my most successful oil blends. I can't keep enough in stock. They're awesome. And it's all about the smell of them. So I wish we had smell-o-vision so you guys could smell them. So this is my third eye blend. This is awesome. This is Bobby's favorite.
I have
Um,
that one in with yes, yes, I have that one.
So this is the third eye blend, and it is really good to open your intuition before doing any kind of divination, or if you just want to have that intuition flowing. And
Mhm.
it has juniper berry, honeysuckle, iris, jasmine, and mugwort essential oils.
Ooh.
This blend is awesome and it smells like heaven.
Mhm.
And then I have my back off bitch oil, and this is so sharp that it's like, really, back off, bitch. I love this when you want to be left alone.
Mhm.
I don't go inside Costco or Walmart without wearing this stuff.
Nice.
And it's also if you want to study and you don't want anybody to bother you. It is wonderful. I love this for creativity when I just want to be in my own personal bubble. You
Mhm.
know, uh, any task, any
Mhm.
task
Yes.
is great. These are both available on my website.
Yes.
So,
Which is in the description,
yeah.
as is Maru had put it in there. I
Thank
like
you, Maru.
I like your protection oil.
Oh, thank you.
And I like the removing obstacles. I was using that recently
Oh,
for
yeah.
some
Overcoming
magical
obstacles.
working.
Yes.
Yep. Overcoming obstacles. It was a really, really nice blend. So,
Thank you.
I would also encourage you. I am a big fan. Magic, spellcraft, witchcraft, wishcraft, whatever you want to call it, is creative.
It is. It
Link
absolutely is.
those things together. When you are cooking, preparing a meal, pay attention to how things smell. It's the experience of it.
Mm-hmm.
We smell it first, we see it second, we taste it third.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right
Yes.
out of the gate. Right out of the
Yep.
gate.
Absolutely.
Where will people be able to see you next, Joey?
Well, I have my YouTube channel. Um, I am going to be in 2 weeks. I'll be back at um Saturday Market in Bisbee, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can go to the veiledcottagewitch.com. I am on Instagram at veiledwitch74. I'm also on Blue Sky. Oh, All my information is on my YouTube channel and on Instagram at Veiled Witch 74.
And linked
And
below.
everything's linked. Yep.
Yes.
Everything's linked. So
Great. I love that. Thank you. I so
thank you,
very much
Gerald.
appreciate the ability to have this creativity conversation with you about
Yeah,
scent. It's a magical thing. I want to say
it really
thank
is.
you for joining us as we followed the trail of scent through story, ritual, and
Mhm.
memory. Big thanks to Joey from the Veiled Cottage Witch. Until next time, everybody, keep breathing in the magic. Bye.